It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. There are dreams that, at first glance, seem too grand, too distant, too hazy to ever turn into reality. They loom like cloud-shrouded peaks, where just tilting your head back fills you with exhaustion. Yet life's quiet magic lies here. The greatest wonders often spring from those two simple words, impossible. What breathes life into them isn't sorcery, but the raw courage of souls who dare tread the thorny path. One shaky step at a time, hands trembling, hearts whispering doubts. Impossible is merely a sensation, a vast shadow cast by fear. But when you summon the nerve to press forward, each tiny act you take draws that shadow back, inch by inch. And one day, glancing over your shoulder, you'll see what once terrified you has shrunk to a mere footprint on your path to becoming. Great things don't bloom on their own. They're forged in persistence, in sleepless nights, in hearts that refuse to yield. And when that impossible moment flips to accomplished, you'll grasp it. Limits aren't out there in the world, they hide in the beliefs you hold about yourself. When you dare to act, to try, to advance, you're shattering the biggest barrier, the doubt coiled inside your own chest. Remember, every miracle was once a fantasy, until someone rose and chose to make it real. Tomorrow will be no different if you start today. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. There are goals that stretch like distant horizons, dreams that demand you trade time, sweat, and those bone-deep, weary moments when surrender whispers loudest. But it's those very grueling days that weave the richest threads of triumph later on. When you pour your effort in, every drop of sweat, every hesitation conquered, every quiet push adds up to proof. You deserve the prize you're reaching for. The thrill isn't just in hitting the mark, it's in the shadowed trail you carved to get there. Once you've trudged those steps with grit, no victory feels like luck. It's a gift you forged with your own hands. That rush is like cresting a summit after endless ascent, not because the view's any sweeter, but because you know you've grown unbreakable. Easy wins fade like echoes, but what you claw for, with everything you've got, etches deep, a reminder that you can do far more than you ever dreamed. That reward isn't mere joy, it's pride, the fierce pride of not quitting, of choosing motion over waiting. If you're grinding for something today, keep at it, because that hidden forge of hardship is quietly crafting the blazing victory your future has reserved just for you. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Success sometimes mirrors a cloud-veiled peak, stunning, radiant, a badge of honor, but not the end of the climb. Reaching it just unveils taller summits, horizons stretching wider still. Success isn't a full stop. It's a comma in life's endless sentence. And failure? It's no bottomless pit, more like a slip on jagged stone, stinging, sudden, tempting you to linger in the ache. But failure claims no one with the will to rise. It only tests if your heart's tough enough to keep going. And right there, on the knife edge, between success's lull and failure's chill, it isn't the outcome that matters most, but the courage to press on. Courage isn't fearlessness. It's stepping forward while your heart still quivers. It's holding faith in yourself when the world falls silent. It's rising after every stumble to declare, I'm still here. I haven't surrendered. True worth isn't in the finish line, but in the warrior within the one ready to try again and again. Search for strength in what you consider your weaknesses. Shyness holds you back a beat. Old scars from wounds that never fully healed, or those fleeting frailties that make you hesitate. But peer deeper, and you'll see they're not frailties at all. They're the hidden fragments molding your most enduring power. Like a seed that must crack open to reach for the sky, or coal crushed under pressure to become diamond. We humans only truly grow when we touch our most fragile core. When you face what you've long evaded, it's like wading a raging current, trembling at first, but each stride firms your footing. Fear itself teaches bravery. Doubt carves space for cherished belief. Stumbles forge legs strong enough to stand taller, prouder. Weaknesses, it turns out, are secret doors to the buried treasure of inner strength, that power emerging only when you dare gaze inward. And one day, looking back, you'll smile. Those pains that once stung, those insecurities that shadowed you, were the very wings lifting you skyward. You're strong not because flaws are absent, but because you've learned to alchemize them into might. Believe this. In every crack of yours, light is straining to enter, and from those same fissures, your light will one day pour out. Be your own sunshine. Some days, life's sky turns slate gray, hope shrouded by heavy, unyielding clouds. Yet even then, you carry a glow within one you sometimes forget. You hold your very own sunlight. That light springs from no one else, bows to no one else. It's kindled by your resilience, your kindness, the quiet convictions you cradle close. Be your own sunshine, for when you learn to warm your soul from within, no storm can topple you. It might be the smile you gift yourself at dawn, the gentle pep talk in weary hours, the bold stride forward on a road that still winds long. The sun you summon burns warmer than any borrowed ray, built from your trials, your aches, your unyielding spirit. And the loveliest part, in becoming your own light, you unwittingly illuminate others. A soul teetering on the edge might glimpse hope in your quiet optimism. A tired heart could thaw in the calm you radiate. Remember, even the sun hides behind clouds at times, but it never truly fades, nor do you. Kindle your own flame, lift yourself, warm your heart, and you'll find life softer, more forgiving. The challenge of life isn't finding yourself, it's creating yourself. Life doesn't hand you a flawless blueprint to simply follow. It drops a rough-hewn stone in your palms, and the real test is what shape you'll carve from it. So many spend lifetimes hunting their true self, as if some perfect version waits buried, ready to unearth. But the truth runs deeper. We're not born with fixed purpose. We craft it through choices, deeds, dreams we chase without flinching. Like a sculptor, patiently chiseling, each misstep deepens the groove. Each effort adds a graceful curve, sharpening the form you claim. You don't discover yourself in idle ease, but in storm-lashed stands, unseen persistence, long nights clutching that final thread of hope. Those seemingly small instants are silently scripting the you emerging now. And one day, mirror gazing, you'll realize this isn't someone you stumbled upon. It's the self you nurtured into being with tenacity, bravery, and dreams that bent but never broke. Life doesn't ask, "Who are you?" It whispers, "Who will you choose to become?" And your answer? That's your life's masterpiece. Every morning, you have two choices. Continue sleeping with your dreams, or wake up and chase them. Dawn is life's most honest hour, when you face yourself before the world's clamor crowds in. In that hush, two doors await. One cradles you in dream warmth, where wonders thrive but stay forever imagined. The other thrusts you into the raw now, where pursuing those dreams begins with first, faltering steps, tiring, yet profoundly alive. Dreams sparkle like distant stars, mesmerizing, remote, intoxicating. But if you just lie there gazing, they'll forever crown the night sky. Only rising, lacing your boots, and setting out pulls those stars earthward, one by one, into tangible fire. Each dawn you choose to rise sketches another stroke on your life's canvas. Each bold step nudges your dreams a heartbeat closer, and looking back, you'll see proud milestones weren't born of lazy slumbers, but of mornings you murmured to yourself, Today, I move a little further. Dreams only truly breathe when we act on them. So let each sunrise not just herald a new day, but echo the call. You're scripting your grandest tale, the one about you. Never underestimate the power of a determined will. The steadfast aren't always the strongest or sharpest. They're the ones who won't retreat, who let failure blur, but never erase the goal, who rise even when faith from others has long ebbed. Will is like a smoldering ember, faint at times, flickering, yet once fanned, it roars to life, illuminating even the blackest trails. In hard hours, when luck turns cold and all seems arrayed against you, that unyielding will is the hand hauling you up, the inner voice urging, just one more step. And strangely, the world often parts for the unrelenting. Doors thought bolted might crack at your final knock. Dead-end paths could bend with a few more paces of resolve. The triumphs of the tenacious stem, not from fortune, but from countless moments choosing onward over halt. A determined will can rewrite destinies. It's a quiet force, mightier than any gale, for storms, rage, and pass. But your will can render you untouchable. Every morning is a new opportunity to do better than yesterday. Each dawn unfolds like a blank page, yours to pen your story anew, unbound by yesterday's ink. Whatever weariness, stumble, or shortfall marked the day before, this sunrise arrives gentle as a murmur. Here's another chance. Morning light doesn't just gild the earth, it pierces your spirit, whispering that fresh starts brim with promise and reinvention. Dawn reminds us progress needn't leap vast chasms. Often, it's a whisper of improvement, a few extra minutes awake, a shade more effort, deeper self-grace, or simply more smiles scattered. Like water's patient wear on stone, daily ripples of striving swell into wonders we never foresaw. And the miracle? Perfection isn't required, just forward motion, even the tiniest. Every morning hands you the key to unlock fresh doors, mend the unfinished, sow seeds for brighter tomorrows. When you wake and vow to outdo yesterday, you're sculpting your strongest, steadiest self day by quiet day. Wake up and resolve to do something wonderful. As your eyes flutter open, the world holds its breath in that sacred pause, granting you the choice. Drift on as before, or rise and craft a deed that swells your heart with pride. Resolve isn't a thunderous cry. It's a subtle inner spark, coaxing you to begin. Even with the humblest gesture, recall those long-cherished wishes, half-scribbled plans, sleep-stealing visions. Each morning is your cue to draw them nearer, to swap someday. For now, wonder needn't be monumental. Sometimes it's ticking off a long-avoided task, dipping into a fresh skill, or simply outshining yesterday's you. Resolving to weave wonder into your dawn plants a seed of momentum in your hours, and wondrously, that seed sprouts, spreads, transforming the day into a tapestry of purpose. Rise with clear intent, a hope-filled heart, energized steps for who knows. Today might birth the marvel even you didn't see coming. Today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Today isn't yesterday's careless sequel or tomorrow's rough draft. It's the pristine gift. Life slips into your hands the instant your eyes open. We name it the present, not just for its immediacy, but because it's the most exquisite thing we truly possess. Today gifts not perfection, but possibility. To mend the half-done, love more fiercely, forgive with lighter grace, live more wholly with your own soul. Each ticking second unspools, like ribbon from life's wrapping slow. Deliberate, brimming with surprise. Too many dwell trapped between lands, the sealed past and the unopened future. But today's gift rests warm in your grasp, fragile, fleeting, breathtaking. Cherish it, and clarity blooms. A genuine smile A tender embrace, a small strive, a kindness shared, all ways to unwrap this day most preciously. Slow a breath, feel a fraction deeper, for grasping today as gift. You'll never let it slip unseen. You'll live it, savor it, infuse every instant with meaning, as if it's the last ribbon, yet the finest you've ever held. Every day is a fresh beginning. Breathe deep and start over. Dawn cracks open a new realm, one unbound by yesterday's missteps, unchained from what's gone, undefined by past falls. As sun ascends, its glow doesn't just kiss the ground, it floods your spirit, murmuring, you get to begin anew. A deep inhale is the gentlest return to you. Each lungful drawn is a cue. You're still here, chances abound. Change is within reach. That breath sweeps worries like autumn leaves, carving space for hope and hush to settle. One full draw, and you'll feel life granting steadier ground for your next stride. New starts needn't roar grand. Sometimes it's just your whisper. Today, I'll be a touch better. Perhaps reviving a stalled plan, a self-vow renewed, or easing into the day with lighter spirit. Even modest restarts ripple into vast shifts over time. Life tallies, not your tumbles, but your risings. Each day is fresh page, and you wield the quill. Breathe deep, smile soft, and pen your tale with peace, faith, and steps that endure. Make each day your masterpiece. John Wooden. Every day arrives like a pristine canvas, waiting silent for your brush's first touch. No matter yesterday's smudges of setback or sketch, today gleams fresh, pure, whole, pregnant with potential. You are your life's artist, and every small deed, kind thought, wiser choice becomes the strokes building your opus. A masterpiece doesn't dazzle from the outset. It's born of meticulous lines, patient layers, colors chosen with intent. Your life mirrors this. A gentle word, a tentative advance, a steadfast resolve. Each weaves a day worth etching in memory. Live this day with reverence, as if it's your final stroke and your finest. Paint it with gratitude's gold, striving's crimson, hope's azure. For pouring your soul into now, life repays in unforeseen beauties, and glancing back, you'll know. Masterpieces arise not from explosive instants, but from days you poured your all, heart wide open. Today is yours, paint it magnificent. Today is the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Ken Poirot. Today is the cornerstone of your future's home, seemingly humble, ordinary, yet bearing the mighty duty of shaping the path ahead. Every act, choice, push you make now quietly molds tomorrow's silhouette. Past can't shift, but your future? You can architect it as desired, commencing right here. Today is invitation not to wait, but to move. Like a gardener sowing at first light, you plant discipline, hope, endurance into your days. Harvest may tarry, but each seed burrows, readies for tomorrow's bloom. Futures aren't conjured by spells, but by small, sure steps you take daily. Crave a bolder tomorrow. Start with today's braver you. Yearn for brighter days. Slot effort's pieces into now. Best of all, flawlessness isn't the price, just the spark to commence. For only by daring the small today can you claim the vast tomorrow. Seize this moment. It's the bedrock of the tomorrow you've always envisioned. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. On any dream's road, belief is the vital first stride and the pivotal one. Some moments, your goal towers like a mist-cloaked summit, but trust you can. And in that breath, you've crossed half the distance. Belief doesn't shorten the miles, but it lightens your load, steals your pulse, steadies your gait. It's the lantern's glow in pitch dark. Faint though it flickers, it guides one step, then another. That faith lifts you from ruins, stares down dread, carries on when the world withdraws. Believing in you ignites your deepest power, one no obstacle can snuff. Recall, all victories whisper from within, I can. Not from outcome certainty, but from courage to venture. Dare believe in yourself, and you've claimed half the fiercest fight against inner shadows. The trail stretches on, but you're no longer at zero. Beliefs carried you midway, let grit and toil chart the rest. You're tougher than you know, closer to your star than you guess. Keep striding, heart assured, spirit unbroken. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levenson. Life's quieter pauses find us before desks, unfinished dreams, eyes drifting to the wall's relentless timepiece. Second hand ticks on, minute hand glides, unhurried, uncomplaining, pausing for nothing. If time never halts, why should we? Clocks never query. How much longer? Will anyone note my toil? They simply turn enduring, hushed, constant. That's the soul of chasing grand aims too. No need for blistering speed, just motion, the smallest ripple. Each pulse declares, you're still en route to what calls you. Remember, not velocity, but endurance births the epic. So, don't watch the clock. Be the clock. Keep going.